All right, so today we've got a Pilates workout. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start down on the mat and go from there. So let's bring ourselves down onto the mat. So where we're gonna start is arms right alongside us. We're gonna flatten out those toes. We're gonna bring our right cheek to our mat. Good. So let's just take a nice couple inhales and exhales in this position. And then we're going to switch that over, taking our left cheek to the mat. We're reaching through the fingers so that we're drawing the shoulders down, away from the ears. With our inhales, we can feel the belly press into our mat. And then on our exhales, as we draw the belly into the spine, we are feeling the belly lift up off the mat. Good. And then let's bring our heads now to the center. Draw those fingertips right up alongside the body, palms under the shoulders. We're going to inhale, pressing the chest up. So just be mindful as we start here. Maybe just a small press. Maybe we go a little farther. And then slowly let's release the chest back down. Again, keeping the shoulders drawn back, reaching through the crown of the head. Inhale, press up. Think about the length. And then this time we're going to exhale and we're going to tuck and round ourselves back. Let's open up those knees, bring the big toes together, come right into a nice child's pose position. So we're reaching forward, so it's active. We're reaching forward through those fingers, we're tucking the tailbone. Now let's round ourselves up like we're going to come up into tabletop. We're going to pause. We're going to tuck those toes and send those hips up and back. Good. So coming into the upside down V position, let's begin here by pedaling. So at the beginning here, we certainly may have some tight muscles, so we just take everything gently, just seeing where things are at. Good. And then we're going to pause that pedal. I'm going to have you just lower those knees down so that we sort of come into a crouch position. And then send those hips back. Again, let's take it to a crouch and send the hips back. Two more. We're going to crouch down, sending the hips back. We're not really setting those heels down toward the mat quite yet. We're going to warm things up a little more. Good. So from your down dog, let's now shift to a plank position. Shoulders drawn back, bellies are in. We're reaching through the crown of the head, continuing to push through those heels. Let's just shift our weight a little bit. We're going to come forward, reaching through the crown of the head, and then we're going to push back. Let's shift forward and back. Shift forward and back. Let's do that one more time. Shift forward and back. Good. As we exhale, take those hips up and back. Bring the knees back down to the mat wide, big toes together, and sit back into that child's pose. We're going to round, this time we're going to come forward though. So we're going to take it up, and we're just going to keep traveling. Bring those shoulders forward of the wrists, and slowly come down into the thighs, the belly, and the chest. Good, let's take those arms back alongside us. Bring those legs in toward each other. With our inhale, I'm going to have us lift. So we're going to draw the chest, the thighs, the arms up off our mat. Reaching through the fingers. So right here, let's rotate. Our palms are facing up with the thumbs in toward the body. Rotate so that the palms are down, thumbs are out. And rotate. And rotate. Good. So holding this set position. We're squeezing those upper arms in toward the body. And then we're rotating. Reaching through the crown of the head, reaching through those toes. Good. And now let's pause that rotation. Our palms are facing up, thumbs are in. Now let's pulse up. steady through the center. Just warming up here through the back side. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. 10, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Let's bring that right cheek to the mat again. Inhale. Belly presses into the mat. Exhale. We draw the belly up. Taking the head up through the center, bringing our left cheek to the mat. Same idea. Let's inhale. And exhale. Bringing the head to the center, drawing those palms right up alongside us. Taking them underneath our shoulders, keeping the neck long. Inhale as we press up. Exhale to release it down. Again, inhale, pressing up, reaching, lengthening. And then let's tuck our chin and round it back. Opening those knees up again here into that nice child's pose position. Good, so we're gonna stay low. We're gonna walk our hands toward the back, so away from each other here. So you wanna keep that front hip anchored as you walk away from it. And then let's come back into the center, and then we're gonna take it to the other side. So walking toward the front, pressing your back hip down. That just helps create the length along the side of the body. Perfect, and then come back to the center. We're gonna round ourselves up. Pause again in that tabletop position. Tuck our toes, send those hips up and back. Again, let's take it to a pedal. And then we're going to set both heels down. What I'm going to have us do here is we're going to point those front toes, and you're going to draw the leg up, and then we're going to tap into the outside of that back leg, and then bring it back up. So let's tap it out and bring it up. Nice and long. Keep a straight leg. Tap, bring it up. You're not necessarily coming all the way to the floor. 4, now let's bring that leg, we're going to rotate it under us. So we're going to bring it down, and then you're going to open. So we've just taken ourselves into a side plank position. We're going to take that back hand back down, reach back into that split. So again, let's rotate it under, open it up. Shoulders are stacked here in this position, nice and strong. Hand comes down, again, let's split it back. So we're going to do that again. We're going to rotate it under. Open it up, bring it down, and back. Let's do one more. Rotate, open, good, and then let's come back into that split position. So one more, working with our legs split. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come forward with the body, and as we do, let's bring that knee right up to that front elbow. You're just going to tap your elbow, and then you're going to shift it back. Tap your elbow, shift it back. Perfect. Tap, and shift. Tap, and shift. 4 more. Shifting the body, shoulders come right over those wrists, and then we send it back. A nice squeeze. 3, 2, let's do one more. Nice, and then you're going to bring that front foot down. Let's lower those knees to the mat. Big toes together, take it back. Child's pose position. Let's come up and over that tabletop. So we're going to round it out. Look for the stretch, continuing to warm up the front. And then right here, let's stretch out the front as we lower down. Inhale, keeping those palms right underneath the shoulders. We're going to press back up. Lower it down. Inhale again, pressing up, listening to the body. And this is where we're going to tuck our chin, round ourselves back. Good. Let's take it up to that tabletop position. Tuck push those hips up and back. So back into that downward dog or upside down V. Add that pedal. We're continuing to look to loosen things up here. Whatever feels good. If crouching both knees low and pushing up and back feels better, certainly fine. All right, so let's pause. We're now going to take the back foot. We're going to point those toes. You're going to draw it up and lower it down. Create resistance. Bring it up and down. Upper arms right alongside those ears. Squeezing, reaching for 4, 3, 2, one more. Let's take it up. So we're going to add that rotation now. So let's bring that back leg underneath the front. Open it up. Shoulders stack. Good. Hand comes down. We take it back. Again, let's rotate it under. Open it up. Nice and strong. Take it back. Rotate. Feel that rotation through the middle. Nice. One more time. Rotate. Open it up. Hand comes down. And we send it back. So we're shifting our whole body forward here as we bring that back knee up to that back elbow. And then we shift back. Shifting forward. Shifting back. Nice. And 4 more. Pulling it forward. Shifting the body weight back. Lots of control. Now let's do one more of those. Nice work. And then we set it down. Again, we're going to bring those knees to the mat wide. Big toes together. Take it right back into that child's pose. Let's come up and over our tabletop. Shift it forward. Slowly bring it down. Nice work. And then palms under the shoulders, keeping the neck long. Inhale, we press up. Find that spot that's okay. Maybe our range is varying now as we're warming. And then we lower it down. We're going to take it back up. Inhale. Tuck our chin. Exhale, rounding. Good. And right back into that child's pose. So from here, let's take it up to tabletop. Tuck those toes under again, sending those hips up and back. Shift ourselves forward to a plank position. Good, and now we're gonna walk it to the toes. So let's pull the belly, start piking the hips. Try to track straight back. We're gonna walk it to our toes. Inhale here. On our exhale, rounding through the feet, let's roll it up. So arms are heavy. A little tension on the inner thighs and glutes. We're really pulling the belly into support as we stack ourselves, drawing those shoulders up and releasing down and back. Let's inhale everything up. Good. Rotate those palms. Exhale, pressing down. So as we press, we want to resist. We want to push, and we want to, at the same time, reach through the crown of the head. Let's relax those shoulders down. Feel the length. Tuck our chin again, peel ourselves off the wall here. So we're gonna just slowly round it down. Fingertips to the mat, inhale. Exhale, let's bring ourselves back up. Very nice. Drawing the shoulders, releasing. Inhaling those arms. So we're going to take that front foot, we're going to step out wide. Let's bring it down. And then we're going to come back up through the center. And as we do, pull those elbows down so that you're bringing your blades down and together on the back. So sort of like a W with those arms. Step our back foot out. We're going to do the same thing. Reach between. And then pull it down. Front foot, step it out wide. Good. We're bending the knees and hips here. We're reaching through the legs. spine. One more of each. Step it out. And pull one more time. And draw. And now we allow the arms to come all the way down. Inhale it up. Good. Let's bring the palms together. Take it down in front of the heart. So we're relaxing. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to soften up that back knee. Let's bring that front knee up. So we're drawing up level with the hip. Challenging our balance here. So let's press those palms together. Find that spot to focus on. You're going to take the inside of that front foot to the inside of that back knee. We're going to open out and bring it back in. Good. Nice and steady. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Nice. Now let's cross it over. We're going to start to sit back. So if the balance is off, you can certainly take those front toes and just have them light on the mat so that you're really just concentrating on sitting back with most of the weight on that back leg. But this is a really nice stretch here. The hip and glute outside of it. Drawing the knee up, bringing the arms up, and releasing it down. A couple pedals of the feet. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring those arms up. Good. Palms together, bringing it back down. So we first set up those shoulders, draw the belly in a little deeper, soften that front knee, and then we draw that back knee up. Finding that spot to focus on. Connect the inside of the foot to the inside of the knee. And then again, let's open the knee out to the side and bring it in. Open it out. Very good. For 4, and center. 2, and then let's do one more of those. Open and bring it in. So crossing over, or maybe those toes coming down to the mat, so whichever feels good. You could also hold on to something. We're just going to sit back here, look for a little stretch. Challenge that balance just a little bit longer. Up, so we're coming up, drawing the knee up, drawing the arms up, and releasing. Take it to a little pedal, roll those shoulders maybe a couple times, and then let's just set ourselves up, so feet right underneath the hips. Good. Nice and tall. We're going to inhale up, rotate those palms, exhale, press it down. So again, let's just look for that length before we start to roll ourselves down. So reaching through the crown of the head. We've got our ribs lifted right up off those hips. Good. Breathing into the spaces of the spine. We tuck our chin with an inhale, and then exhale, let's peel. Round it down. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to come forward. Good. Let's pull those shoulders back. And then we're going to take it down to our forearms now. So let's come on down to the front and back forearm. You've got the elbows right underneath the shoulders. You certainly could set those knees down to modify. What we're going to start with is a march. And if your knees are down, you'll just alternate picking the knees up. So we're going to work both sides. So we'll draw that front and then the back. And front and back. Good. For 4, 3, reaching through the heel. Nice little squeeze. 2. And then that front arm so that we face each other. And then right here, we're gonna come down to the mat with our hip and that bottom knee. I've got our legs stacked so that the front, or top leg I should say, is in the front, and the bottom leg, that foot's in the back. Our top arm is gonna, or hand, is gonna be right in front of the hip. We're gonna pike ourselves here. So we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna lower our belly down. As we do, we just draw the chin up, and then we're gonna take those hips up again, and we're gonna come right back to where we began. So let's press up, lower the belly, press back up, and lower it down. Exhale, we're gonna push up. Inhale, lower the belly. Exhale, press up. And then inhale, back to the mat. Again, let's send it up. Lower it down. Take it back up. And to our mat. So let's go for 4 more. Up. And lower. And up. And down. Excellent. Down, really connecting by pulling the belly in. So 2 more times, we lift up, lower down, lift up, and come to the mat. 1 more time, up, and lower, and up, and take it to the mat. Perfect. So we're just gonna bring those legs in a little closer, come up nice and tall. Let's reach that arm up, and then just side stretch over. Good, come back up nice and tall, let that hand come down, reach the other arm up, and a nice side stretch over. 1 more of each, let's reach, and stretch, let's reach, and stretch. Perfect, and now we're just gonna do a little switch here, so bringing those legs to the other side. We're first gonna just pull ourselves up into a side plank, reposition ourselves into a plank position. So we're gonna do that same little series now. We're just gonna take it to the other side. So let's come back down to the front forearm and back forearm. Shoulders back, belly's in. Good. Again, we're gonna take it to a march, so you could start with the knees down and just lift them. Or if you're in this, where your knees are lifted, you're just gonna march through. So we're drawing up. For 4, 3, 2, let's do 1 more of each. Nice, now take that front hip, so we've switched sides, so front hip is also going to tap here, down and up. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. Perfect. Lengthen those arms back up. Let's open that front arm so that we come into that side plank position, and then lower ourselves down. So again, top leg, that foot is forward. Top hand right in front of the hip. We're gonna pike ourselves again, so let's push up. Good, lower it down. Take it back up, and come to our mat. Let's press up. Lower, and up, and down. Nice work. Engaging through that center, keeping it safe. We press up, this is 4, and lower, and down. Nice job. 2 more times. Lower and press and come to the mat. Last one to finish it off. Excellent. And then the same idea. Let's just bring those legs in a little closer, sort of that mermaid positioning. We're gonna reach that arm up, that side bend toward the legs. Come up tall, switch those arms, side stretch over. Perfect. And then 1 more of each. Reach and stretch. Bring it down. lengthen those legs out. So where we're going to start is we're going to take that front leg, place it on top of the back leg. We're going to be hinging ourselves back, and as we do, those legs are going to come with us. So we're up nice and tall. We're going to start to come back. The legs are going to come with us. We're going to lift those hips up. You're going to open the legs, crisscross again, now with the back leg on top. We're going to come back down to the mat, find balance. Take those arms behind us for a really nice stretch on the shoulders and chest, and then you're going to set it down. You're going to sweep it forward, getting a really nice stretch there as well, and then coming up nice and tall. So let's do that again. We start to hinge, draw the legs, lift the hips, open nice and wide, squeeze back together. Let's roll it down, find the balance, take it behind, good, set it down, and stretch it out forward. Come up nice and tall. 2 more times. Let's take it back. Open up. Bring it back together. Rolling ourselves down. Arms come forward. We take it behind. Stretch it out. Set them down. And sweep. Good. Up nice and tall. So let's take advantage of that stretch. One more time. Hinging. Opening. Squeezing back into the center, rolling it back down, finding our balance, taking it for that nice stretch, setting it down and bringing it forward. Excellent job. Let's come up nice and tall. So what we're going to do is we'll uncross. We're going to bring those legs in, and we're just going to come back a little bit so that we're sort of balancing here. We're going to open up the legs. We'll start singles, and you could stay there and then go double and then actually rock it. But again, you can sort of stay exactly where you're at on what you feel good with. So let's lengthen out that front leg, bring it in, and lengthen out the back. Good. So we are rounded here. We've got our ribs drawn down toward our hips. We open and we open, lengthening out through those toes. Good. So one more single, but again, you could stay right there. And then if you would like to take it out with both, and bring it back in. Open it up. And down. And up. And down. One more. So let's keep those legs out. Again, this is optional. We're going to roll it back. And then we're going to try to find that balance right at the top. Catching. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling back. Rolling up. Good. Let's go for 4 more. Roll it back. And catch the balance. Got it. And back. And up. Too much there. Back and up. Last one. Okay, so you're going to bring your legs together. We're going to take our fingertips out nice and wide. What you're going to do is you're going to lower the legs down. You're going to come forward. Lower it down in the center. Take it to the back. Lower it down. Circle out forward. Lower it down. Circle to the back. Lower down. Keep that chest tall. Let's not sink into it. Good. One more of each. Lower down. Come forward. Lower down. Take it to the back. Excellent. Bring those knees in. Slowly we come down. Hugging the knees into the chest. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. So let's set those feet down onto our mat. So right here, taking those fingertips right to the inside of those hip bones. We just want to make sure that we are drawing in and engaging those muscles, so that should feel nice and tight. So you're pulling up on the pelvic floor, engaging the belly. What we're going to do here is we've got a neutral spine. So when you form that diamond, it's nice and flat. Now as we exhale, let's tilt the pelvis more, deeper, so that you're sort of lifting, but keeping the glutes relaxed to press the lower back into the mat. And then we're going to release back to neutral. So let's exhale and inhale. Just a little pelvic tilt. Good. 3 more. And 2. So this next one here, let's tilt and hold. So we've tilted, we're pressing our lower back into our mat. Our arms are alongside us. They're gonna hover, we're gonna exhale, we're gonna lift the head, neck, and shoulders up like we're reaching toward those heels, or even, deeper toward the bottom of our mat. And then we're gonna come back down, but keep the pelvic tilt. So exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Keeping the pelvic tilt here as we just lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Drawing up and lowering down and up. Good. Let's stay up in 3 and 2. This next one, we're going to stay lifted. Perfect. Now we're going to do some little side bends here. So you're going to tap toward that front ankles, come center, tap toward the back. And front and back. Still pressing into the mat with that lower back. So we've still got that tilt. And tap. For 4. Be mindful, you're bringing that rib down as we reach. 3, 2, 1 more of each. And reach, and reach. Good. And release. Excellent. So now let's bring those knees so that they're over the hips. So we're coming into that tabletop leg. We're going to inhale. On our exhale, let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders. So arms are alongside us. We have, as we lifted and drew those knees up, we've tilted so that we are pressing down toward the mat. With our inhales, we're going to open up the arms, or bring the arms alongside the ears, and we're going to take those toes or those thighs away from the body, and then exhale, we're going to come back into the center. So it's an inhale and an exhale. So you're all going to be a little different. We're going to, again here, make sure that that lower back stays on the mat. So that's our guide with those, how far those thighs come away from the body. And then with the arms, you want to keep the shoulders set. Good. And 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2. 1 more time. Good. So let's keep those knees right where they are. Bring the fingertips up. We're going to keep the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. I'm going to have you extend that front arm, back leg. And come center. Back arm, front leg. So we're going to keep the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. It is an option to set them down. We're still tilted. We want to think about lengthening, holding nice and steady as we extend the opposite arm and leg. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. 3, 2, and then 1 more of each. Inhale, exhale, center. Inhale, exhale, center. Releasing the head, neck, and shoulders down. Bringing those arms down alongside us. We're going to take the chin toward our back shoulder. And center. And then let's take it to the front shoulder. And center. Just a little stretch there. Good. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to come on up. Let's take a hold of the back of those legs. We're going to keep the knees right over the hips though. We're just going to come up want to push the back of the legs into the hands. Press the hands into the back of the legs. Try to get a little more lift. For 4, 3, 2, down, one more, lift, and lower. Good, so head, neck, and shoulders are still lifted. Now let's take our hands to our thighs. We're gonna press the thighs into the hands and release. Push into the hands and release. And press and release. And press, create resistance. Pressing the thighs into the hands, pushing the hands into the thighs. Excellent. Press, release. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Press and release, bringing it in. Nice. Let's keep that front knee into the chest. Let that back leg go nice and long. It is hovering, so find that spot. Head, neck, and shoulders are going to come back up. We're going to lengthen that front leg. Good. Let's bring our back leg in. Front leg comes down. And switch. So just a nice straight leg stretch here. Holding steady through your center. And down. And down. Very good. Drawing in for 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more of each. Draw it in. Bring them to the top. Arms come down. We're going to open out nice and wide. You're going to squeeze those heels together. Slight rotation. Open it out. Bring it in. Open it out. And bring it in. So we want to press. Now we want to pull. And press. And pull. Very nice. 4. Squeeze to the center. 3, 2, one more. Good. Let's bring it down in, releasing the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. So from here, let's take our feet down onto the mat. Arms alongside us. We're going to roll ourselves up into a bridge position. So heels pretty close to those glutes. And then let's tilt the pelvis, roll ourselves up. So we're looking for a nice stretch here as we roll to the top, drawing the shoulders down, keeping along through the neck. You're going to shift your weight to that back foot. We're going to bring that front knee toward the chest, and then you're going to push out. So let's pull in and press out. So right here, we want those hips up and level. We don't want movement in them. We're not going to allow that lower back to overarch, so really pulling in through the center. Pulling in, pressing out, pulling in, pressing out. 4, 3, 2. Good, let's do one more. Pull it in, press it out, and then take a bend so that we're back into the bridge position. You're going to come down so that we're just above the mat, and then we're going to press back up. Lower down, press up. So let's come to that hovering position, really engaging and squeezing the backside to come up. Inhale down, exhale up, pressing that whole foot into your mat. Good. Really connecting to the backside. Inhale, exhale, 4, 3, 2. So let's come down, bring it up, hold, shift the weight to the front foot, and then let's bring that back knee into outside of that front leg, lower that back leg down. Come up through the center, lower the back leg as we, front leg as we reach to the outside of the back. And reaching, rotating, stretching. Press and up, reach and up. Very nice. Creating resistance, pressing down, pulling up, rotating maybe a little farther. 3, center. 1 more of each. Nice. So staying lifted through the head, neck, and shoulders. Let those arms come down. We're just going to flutter. So 1 leg forward, 1 leg under or behind. Bringing it down to the bottom, but right there is based on the lower back. We're going to keep it connected to our mat. Small movement, lowering down, and taking it to the top. Really squeezing, and lower, and to the top. Nice work, almost there. Let's lower it down. To the top. 1 more time. And to the top. Perfect. Bring it in. We're going to stretch ourselves out here into an X position. Perfect. And then tuck back into that tight ball. Stretch it out. Tuck back in. Stretch it out. And in. 1 more. Stretch it out. And bring it in. Now let's lengthen. So we're going to release head, neck, and shoulders. That 1 leg long and then the other. Bring those arms up by the ears. Bring those legs next to each other. Slight rotation. Fingertips to the ceiling. Tuck our chin. Let's peel. Stretch it forward. And then roll yourselves back down. Good. This is where we're going to end today. So let's bring it up. Roll. Stretch it forward. We're going to come back down. Nice. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhale. Our last one, let's keep it at the top, drawing up. Scooping, reaching, and then just coming up nice and tall. Perfect. I'm going to turn here, bringing those legs in, arms out. Let's inhale it up. Take a nice stretch forward, and as we do, keep those sits bones connected to the mat, lengthening, but pressing down to deepen the stretch. And then we'll just put the other leg in front, arms out, inhale up, exhale, keeping that length, keeping the sits bones attached to the mat. Slowly we bring it back down. And then let's come back up, release those shoulders, we're nice and tall, finish off with 1 more breath, inhale. Extra stretching in there amongst all of our work. Nice job.